What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Oak Tree Football Channel. Today I'll be talking about some rookies that can have a great rookie season and maybe even win Defensive or Offensive Rookie of the Year. I picked these players by what team they are picked by and if they have a chance to start. I'll be doing it in random order, so I'm not ranking these players. Now let's get right into it, starting with Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown is very talented and will probably be a starter for the Panthers this season. He'll be a big piece on the defensive line and probably a big piece on their entire defense. He can be a player the Panthers try to build their defense around, and he could definitely be in the race for Defensive Rookie of the Year this season. Next up is Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah was really good for Ohio State in college, and it makes sense that he was drafted so high. He'll probably get a lot of playing time for the Lions, since they don't have the best cornerbacks on the team. He was one of the top defensive players in the draft, and just like Derrick Brown, he could be a candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Next up is Justin Jefferson. Since the Vikings traded away Stephon Diggs, they need a receiver. I think Jefferson could be the second receiver on the team, and he could get a lot of targets and a lot of receptions this season. He was fantastic this past season in college, and he's one of the best route runners in this year's draft. He could be a really good slot receiver for the Vikings, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has a very good year. Next up is safety Antoine Winfield Jr. Winfield is a really talented player and will probably get a lot of playing time as a rookie for the Buccaneers. He's a bit undersized, but he plays bigger than you would expect. He's coming off a season where he had 7 interceptions, and I think he can continue those picks into the NFL and be a ball hog for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next up is Chase Young. Chase Young was arguably the best player in the draft and should be able to bring pressure for the Redskins immediately. He's probably the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he could be a beast on the defensive line for Washington. Next up is Jerry Jeudy. Just like Jefferson, Jeudy will probably be the second receiver on the team, and he can make a lot of receptions. He'll be one of Drew Lock's favorite targets, and he can make a lot of big plays. He isn't the fastest, but he's a solid route runner and could be a threat for NFL teams in the future. Next up is quarterback Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was the number 1 pick in the draft, and there was definitely a reason for that. He was the best quarterback in the draft class, and now that the Bengals cut Andy Dalton, he will definitely be the starter week 1 unless he gets injured before that. Even though the Bengals weren't that good this past year, there are some good receiving targets for Burrow, and he could put up some good numbers as a rookie. Next up is Jets wide receiver Denzel Mims. The Jets don't have anyone great at receiver, and Mims will be one of Sam Darnold's favorite targets. It was a great pick by the Jets to get Mims late in the second round because he can become a big part of their offense in the future. Mims was a very productive receiver for Baylor, and I think he can carry that into the NFL. Next up is the only offensive lineman on this list, Jedrick Wills. In my opinion, Wills was the best offensive lineman in the draft, and the fact that the Browns got him at pick number 10 was really surprising. He'll probably be an immediate starter, and he will help to try and protect his new quarterback, Baker Mayfield. I'm not sure if he can play left tackle, but he is great on the right side, and maybe he can be the next great Browns offensive lineman. And the final player on this list, I have Ravens linebacker Patrick Queen. Queen getting picked at number 28 was a steal, and it was a great fit for the Ravens. Queen was dominant for LSU and was one of the best linebackers in the country. He should fit very well into the Ravens' defense, and he could help the Ravens have another great season. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, and if there's someone else you think should have made this list, tell me in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.